Sorry I knocked you guys off. I didn't mean to unhook you, but the snow, there was nothing, and then all of a sudden it just started, the wind came and the snow started falling. So there's your frozen emotion. Sudden changes, right? One minute everything's all nice and warm, and the next minute, oh my God, there's a flurry of snow. I love it though. Snow is like a blanket once it falls down and covers things in pure white. And it makes it nice to be all in the house all snuggly, right? You're not gonna be bummed that you're not outside hiking right now. It's too cold. You're enjoying it to be in the house right now. Correct for neutrality. I guess we're gonna be doing like one card at a time, eh? Okay. Sorry, let's see. So we're still on the Shapeshifter in the flow. And everything is smooth sailing. She's dressed appropriately. Like I went to the Goodwill here. Spirit said to me 2 days ago, go to the Goodwill. There's something you need. And I went there and literally bought $100 worth of clothes and leather boots. I mean, I got this, right? I mean, the things that I got, I can't even get over. I can't get over it. It's amazing. Like, just, I don't know why I have to show you because I'm so proud of it. These boots are brand new. These are $275 boots, and they're leather, and I got them for $29. That was the most expensive thing I bought. Everything else was like $3, $2. But I said to my landlord this morning, it's snowing, and he goes, wow, I hope you have clothes dressed appropriately. And I said, I've got everything for warm weather. I mean, for cold weather. I am set. I've got vests, I've got warm leggings, I've even got snow gloves, I've got everything. So that's what's going on here. She's prepared, right? She's prepared to move forward. She's ready to roll. She's like, let's do it. Everything is smooth sailing. I'm in the flow. I'm not fighting what is. I'm enjoying, and I'm just going and allowing, right? So, oh, I had this where you could see it better. There you go. There you go. Take a look at that. So let's look at that together, shall we? So she's following the light, right? As long as you stay on your spiritually illuminated path, everything's going to go well for you. It's not a promise that it'll go well for you if you don't stay on your spiritually illuminated path. In all reality, it will cause you confusion, frustration, and delays, and more. Everything's blanketed in snow. Everything's protected. Everything is fine. You are protected. Look at the pillows. This is a very luxurious trip forward. She's not having to do anything about it. She's just sitting there allowing herself to be carried, right? Spirit's carrying her forward. She's keeping her eyes on the light, and she's smiling. She's warm. She's snuggly. So it's basically also telling you, stop holding on to, like the last message we got was the little squirrel, right? That was holding on to the nut. Nutty thoughts. Like sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Stop holding on to that. Release it. It's just in your mind. Probably has a lot to do with who you're around if you're feeling nutty, right? Let go of the shore, Spirit says. Enter into the stream. Go with the flow. This is literally saying that you're now moving towards more smooth sailing. Things are going to start unfolding very well now. Everything's coming in divine timing. Everything's actually falling into place. And the reason it's falling into place is because you've just allowed. Right? You didn't bucket. You went with the flow, and you're enjoying yourself. So right now, Spirit says, don't try to control things. Everybody tries to control it, even in our own minds. We may not think we're controlling it, but like my clients, they'll say, well, I didn't call him. I didn't text him. I didn't call him. I go, no, but you're calling me 13 times a day. So your energy wants to control it. Just allow it to be, right? Allow Spirit to support you. I know right now people are uncomfortable, nervous, feeling like what's going to happen as far as work. You know, allow Spirit to help you. Spirit knows what everybody's going through, right? So allow Spirit to help you. You don't have to do it all yourself. The universe is on your side, always. So sometimes it's not easy to let go of where you're comfortable. Like down in here, they're all snuggly wug. I said, I wouldn't go out. I wouldn't want to go out hiking. Well, that's not even the truth, because if I was here with my partner, someone that I loved, I would love to get totally bundled up and go out and hike in this. I would. But I didn't sleep very well last night, so I'm tired, so I'm more cold. So these people are down here, and they're snuggling into their homes. But this one, she's all warm, she's dressed appropriately, and she's going for a ride in the snow, right? Going for a ride in the snow. So you could drive outside. You could take, you could take a drive in the snow, and then stop, and maybe that's what you guys. I know that everyone's not supposed to be going too many places, but if you don't have a park, or if you can go for a walk in your yard, whatever it is. But the metaphysical, I don't know why I said that. The spiritual meaning, symbolic meaning is, this one's not trying to hold on to the house, right? This one is allowing herself to move forward. Spirit says you're moving. There's a happy change or a move to a new home or place of business. I'm not going to fight it. I'm going to go with it. I'm like, right on. Allow it to happen, right? But some people are comfortable in there and it's nerve-wracking for them. They don't know what it's going to be like. Oh, what if I leave this and I'm not familiar with that? And they hold on, but they hold on to a dysfunctional situation. Spirit says you need to take a risk and let go of whatever you're holding on to. And when you're in the flow, you don't have to force things to happen. You don't have to push things to happen. You don't have to nag at people. You don't have to get upset. You just allow. You put your intentions out and you allow Spirit to guide you. You're on your spiritually illuminated path right here. You say to Spirit, what do I do next? They tell you. Well, right now, your message is let go of the shore, right? Allow. You can flow around whatever obstacle there is. Be water, right? Water is powerful. It either flows around obstacles or it can cut through stone. But right now, you're not pushing. You're not rowing the boat. You're not slapping the reins on a horse. You're just allowing yourself to be carried along with this current, right? This is the current that your life is in right now. So don't be critical. Don't be judgmental. The last little squirrel was holding on to a nut, probably telling himself that's what he feels like about himself. I feel like I'm crazy, or I feel like blah, blah, blah. Sometimes I feel like a nut. Sometimes I don't. Let it go. Let it go. Stop being critical. Stop judging yourself. Stay in a space of happiness, of gratitude. When it started snowing, I lost my mind. I'm like, yay! Right on. That's super fun. So this is what Spirit's asking you to do. That's your guidance, right? What do I do, Spirit? Let go of the shore. It's time to go. You know where you're supposed to go. And even if you don't know, Spirit said to me, get in your car. We'll figure it out on the way here. Remember, I knew I was supposed to come to Sedona, and I kept delaying it, and I kept getting from Spirit, stop procrastinating. And I thought, well, this isn't ready or that's not ready. And finally, it was just like, nope, go. We'll figure it out on the way. And we did. And I keep extending my stay. I freaking love it. I'm happy. I wouldn't want to be where I was before. Correct for neutrality. Oh, didn't even see that. I feel intimidated by you or by them. So I got this morning, somebody has got to cut the apron strings from their mother. Their mother, it's a codependent situation. They believe that they are helping the mother that's got a problem. But in all reality, it's codependency, and they need to cut their apron strings, right? So they may feel intimidated by the mother, or they may be intimidated by somebody else who's very strong and outgoing. That's not what they're used to. They're used to having somebody else tell them what to do all the time. So I feel intimidated by you or by them. That's in your head. Sometimes I feel like a nut, sometimes I don't. Don't feel intimidated by anyone. Nobody has your power unless you give it to them, right? I feel so proud to be with you. Now, there's a difference between this and this, right? I feel so proud to be with you, and I feel intimidated. Which way would you go? I'd be going where I feel proud, or where somebody tells me that they feel proud of me, right? Not where I feel intimidated. Intimidation tactics, control, manipulation, no, not good. And it's not your responsibility to take care of somebody else. It's everybody else's responsibility to take care of themselves. It doesn't help somebody when you enable their bad behavior, right? So we move that back and we go to, well, now I'm seeing a cat's face. Totally seeing a cat's face with a big eye. Do you see it? Every day, everywhere I went, I saw cats. I'm in the valley of the cats. Look at that. The nose, the eye, the ears, even the ear over here on that side. Right on with crystal eyes. My twin has crystal blue eyes. They're incredible. I choose this. When I look at this again, it could be a cat or you could see a bear, but I'm seeing a cat. He looks a little sleepy. Or stoned, because look at his eyes. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the cat, correct for neutrality on all levels. I did. Correct for neutrality on all levels. See, so right now, the sun is coming through the clouds behind me, and it's lighting up the rocks that way, while the background is all dark clouds. And anytime we get a gust of wind, the snow begins. Interesting, hey? Interesting weather. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the cat, what is the most applicable, most appropriate message? We asked Archangel Michael to do a sweep of this studio, of my computer, of the deck, clear the decks, right, of the phone, everything, me. I ask to be kept neutral. Correct me for neutrality on all levels, which means I don't put my own personal feelings or intentions into these messages. They come from Spirit. Correct for neutrality on all levels. What is the most important message for those who chose the cat? Ooh. That shot out like a rocket. Faraway places. Interesting. We just got that someone was moving. Get ready for new horizons. Get ready. You're on the dock. And this looks like, wow, this is the Orient. This is somewhere amazing. Faraway places. Maybe you're already somewhere over there and you're coming across from the other side of the world to this side of the world. Maybe you've been a traveler. Get ready for new horizons. It's time to go. All we know is you're going somewhere. You could be going somewhere in your mind. You could be going somewhere spiritually, but you are going to faraway places. For myself, and considering I chose this one and Spirit told me, it's time. It's about time for a move, a healthy, happy move to a home or new place of business. So business could be worldwide business, right? You're traveling, new horizons, or you literally could be moving or coming back from overseas. So the message again is don't play it safe. You aren't going to be doing something like that if you're worried about the coronavirus and getting out and going anywhere. Spirit says get ready. There's new horizons and there's a change in your life that's coming for you. So it's a journey. It's a journey that's coming. Is it a spiritual journey? Is it a physical journey? I heard it's a physical journey. I know at least it is for myself. It may be to a foreign land like this, or it may be foreign to you, right? Because the ones before, like, I don't know if I can leave this comfort zone, right? You're going to a different area. So it always feels like you're in a foreign land whenever you go to a different area. So it could be, again, a shift within what you felt was happening. Maybe there's been a divine detour. Things have been, Spirit is literally readjusting everything right now, worldwide, spiritually, emotionally, in relationships, in work, and in the planet. If people are kept in and down as much as they have been asked to for an extended period of time, this planet is healing. It's a divine detour. It's using something that's inconvenient to help the earth. The earth needs, we will be nowhere without the earth. So it's best that we are inconvenienced while the earth is allowed to heal. So it could be that situation as well. There could have been an inconvenience, but somebody needs to go and heal, right? So sometimes we feel like we're not on our solid ground, or like you're walking on a boat. You know that feeling? I don't know if you've ever walked on a boat. You got to get your sea legs when you first get on, right? So it's kind of like when you get up from a new awakening, a rebirth. Think about a baby foal when they first are born, or any baby animal that gets dropped quickly by its mother, which is a message right in itself. They have to stand, they have to scramble. I watched a goat drop its baby, and the baby was just not even hours old, and mother was off, foraging around for her own stuff while the baby was left alone, standing on its wobbly legs. I went over and picked it up. I didn't want it to be there on its own. But sometimes we feel that way too, right? When we're not in our normal surroundings, when we're not around what's familiar or safe to us. But Spirit says you are safe. We are not asking you to do anything that would hurt you or that would put you in jeopardy of any type. So part of the exciting thing about traveling is new experiences. It's about trying something different. It's about changing your old habits and experiencing something else. Because at home we get into a repetitive cycle, right? Where we go round and around on the merry-go-round. But when you're out there, everything's up in the air. Everything's different. And we can be inconvenienced when we're on holiday. Like here, or when we're moving to a new place. Because I keep extending my stay. So I'm leaving tomorrow from this little studio that I've been in for a week and a half. I'm going to the main house, which is a little bit more money, but it's bigger. And I can stay there until the 3rd of April. And then if I want to stay 3 more days, there's a little house down on the corner that I can stay at for $30 a night. It's just a studio, but the kitchen's outside. Like, you got to wash dishes outside. But I could be inconvenienced if I could stay 3 more days if the weather's decent, right? So that's the thing. When you're traveling, no, at home you've got your bed, you like your perfect pillow, and you've got it all great. But when you're camping, right, you're happy to have your pillow and a blanket and that you're warm. So you allow yourself to have a little bit of inconvenience. Say you have a new house that you're working on. It's an older house, you're fixing it up. You don't have it all dialed in yet. That's okay, right? It's exciting, something new started. Yeah, I don't care. Like when I came to Sedona, I had no furniture, nothing. I had to borrow a futon from my landlord, and one by one I bought stuff at the Goodwill. But it was exciting to have my own place, right? It was an adventure. It's what it is. It's an adventure. So Spirit says, we'll bring you whatever it is that you need. It's not a small thing. This is a spiritual voyage as well. Things are shifting. Change is absolutely coming. This is like Every single day for the last 3 weeks, I keep getting the same message. Things are not as they appear. And we're getting it again. Things are not as they seem. You can't make a wrong turn at this point. You're kind of like following the light of your soul, right? It's kind of like, you know, when they would get into the covered wagon and head west. Where are we going? I don't know. We'll figure it out on the way, like Spirit said. So there's going to be some unexpected experiences. Like I met my friend. I just got out of my car. Spirit said, I said to Spirit, what should I do? Where shall I go? And I saw a rainbow over there. And I heard, go on a rainbow walk. So that meant for me, I didn't want to go into where the rain had been falling. And I didn't want to get my boots in the mud. But I wanted to walk outside. So I thought, all right, I'll go over to where, you know, the shopping area is, Tlaquepaque. Nobody's out. I was the only person in the whole village. And I met a girl who ended up being my friend who's a hiking partner. She needed somebody, she wanted to know if somebody knew how to make a Native American drum. I had just met with my friend Anthony Rodriguez the night before. He makes Native American drums. And she said, would he happen to do classes on them? He just happened to show me that a woman came and did a class with him and made her own drums. So Spirit was like, connect the dots, right? They know what they're doing. We may not see it, but Spirit knows what they're doing. So you're not gonna make a wrong turn. With your adventure, what your problem is if you think that there's going to be a problem, if you're gonna have a misadventure, don't go there, right? Right now, in your mind, pack your bags, get ready. What are you taking? Be ready for anything that comes. That's the whole exciting thing about travel. I said to my landlord, oh my God, I packed so much, it's ridiculous. And I said, I feel like, I could just stay here and not go back. I have enough that I would not have to go back, except for I would have to have somebody send me my cats or go get them. But I wouldn't have to go back, I have enough. And I was a little nervous about that because that's generally what Spirit does to me, right? Okay, well, you're not going back, this is where you are. And then a few weeks later or a month later, I'm able to get a car trip back and go get my animals. But that's kind of where they're at right now. Spirit's saying, just get your bags packed because there's unexpected stuff in front of you. Be ready for anything. And that's the exciting part. Especially when you see something new for the first time or you experience something different. I have hikes that I know here, and then I have to experience something new. I want to discover something new. So I did. This trip, I discovered something new. Nothing at this time is happening without Spirit being involved. And nothing should be taken for granted. Everything you should be grateful for, all of it. Like right now, I'm looking out the window now, and the sun is shining, and it's so beautiful. See if I can do this without hanging you up, like I did the last time. I just want to show you what happens here. It's just so cool, it changes. See now, bright sunshine, and then the skies are like still purple from the those are like snow clouds. So that's what it looks out here, right? And then out this way, what do we have? Still have snow falling. That's snow, it's not rain. Snow and the sunshine. So, that's exciting. Don't take anything for granted, it's beautiful. Look at this little place that I'm in, right? It's not as big as my studio, but I've been good in here. Things that you don't have at home, you make do with something else, makeshift, whatever. So, mentally pack up and ask Spirit, show me, what is it? Maybe it's a spiritual, trip. Maybe it's, like I said, something different for your work. Let's see what it is. What's the song? Somebody's leaving home. Somebody's family, they carried their pain. Because of you, I never strayed too far from the sidewalk. Because of you, I never knew how to let anybody else in. So that has to change, right? Somebody lived their life through their codependent parent, or they were codependent. Maybe the parent was codependent on them. I don't know. But they didn't move forward because of it. And now they're deciding to not allow that to happen. They're moving forward. Correct for neutrality. They have secrets and they are scared. Okay, so here's your message. Spirit says, we know everything. There's nothing you have to be afraid of. There's nothing you have to be afraid of. I was told I was going to hear something that was going to upset me. I was told also that I was going to have something that was going to make me very happy. Sometimes people feel that the secrets that they carry are so deep and they're going to be devastating to another person, when in all reality, it's them. They've whipped themselves up into a frenzy, right? And maybe to them it feels devastating. But in all reality, it's really not that bad. Not if you love yourself. Correct for neutrality on all levels. And if there's something that needs to come out, that needs to be told, it needs to come out because that's what's making you crazy, right? The marriage commitment is over. It's done. I watched that also. Someone's leaving. It's over. It's done. Okay. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the prancing horse that can't get off the merry-go-round or hasn't, at least at this moment, made the move, right? Let's put the cat in front. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the prancing pony, I didn't choose the prancing pony because I wouldn't be aligned with somebody who wouldn't get off the merry-go-round, right? Now, that one could have been pinned into place. That one could have been forced to stay. There's a difference, right? But the message we've been getting is that love doesn't make the world go round. It makes the trip worthwhile. And somebody wasn't, they just kept going around and around the merry-go-round. But the message we just got was someone's marriage is over. They're free. So let's see what comes up for this one. Correct for neutrality. For those who chose the prancing pony. Ooh. We'll take the first one because a lot of them flipped, right? We can't take them all. Valiant Courage. And look at him. He's breaking free. Right on. Or she. Take action with passion. Valiant Courage. Okay. There are no coincidences ever. Now, it could be that this one has decided to break off. I'm breaking away. They're not going to keep me pinned here. They're not going to keep me pinned here. I'm not going to keep myself pinned here, going around and around, you know, getting nowhere. Overanalyzing around and around and around. I'm going forward because I recognize I'm spinning my wheels. I'm not getting anywhere, right? But look, once you free yourself, look, there's someone coming to join you. Victory. Maybe these ones are going towards each other, but there's somebody there, or this could be you. Valiant Courage, taking action with passion, following your path and your purpose. This one is a victory. Look at the clouds in the sky. Remember what I just said? The sun over here, see how the clouds have parted? It's all clear here, but there's still major clouds here, but the sun is lighting this up, and now it's like Technicolor. It's beautiful. And they're prancing forward. They're not living in a home. They've got a tent, right? At home, he'd be in a castle. But he would rather be in a tent and be free than have somebody holding him back and keeping him on that merry-go-round, right? Now he's free. It's kind of like me. You don't have to have much. I met up with a girl who did a international harvester bus, and I'm telling you, I saw one, a blue one that I wanted a few years ago, and she had the exact same one in green. And it wasn't all done, but she had a propane stove in there. She had a queen-size bed. She had a refrigerator, a composting toilet. She had a shower. It was roomy. It was nice. I could easily live in there with 3 cats, no problem. It was very comfortable. Like this is, you know, this place here isn't set up right. I could have a place half the size of this and have it laid out, designed better. You know, it's all about use of space, right? But look at, I'm happy in a tent. I'd rather be in a tent than be with you and go be around that merry-go-round, go around and around, go nowhere. My life, I don't have time. Maybe somebody had a health scare and realized I don't have time to waste. Because, you know, this whole health scare that everybody else has had around the planet right now, it's making you think about, you know, are you happy with your life right now? Are you satisfied with it? Are you happy to keep going around and around on a merry-go-round? Because this is not the time to hold back. This is not the time to be shy. This is the time to be bold. This is the time to bust out. Get your resources together, whatever they are, and go forward. What's the word? Valiantly, gallantly. Speak your truth as you move forward. This is all wrapped in purple, which is spirituality. They're basically saying, take a leap of faith. Be fearless. Put your shoulders back. Take a deep breath. You are courageous. I am courage. It's okay if you're nervous. You know, people when they first jump out of an airplane, I'm sure they're freaking nervous, but don't let it stop you. Spirit says we do not want you to be safe at this time. None of these messages have talked about being safe. If you're going to be safe all the time, you're not going to go anywhere. You're not going to experience anything new. Song right now, if the world was ending, you'd come over, wouldn't you? If the world was ending, you'd call and talk to me for a while, wouldn't you? Well, what if the world was ending? Look what's going on. Somebody needs to reach out. Somebody needs to make a bold move, and they haven't. They've been pinned around on this merry-go-round. So don't play it safe. The opportunities that Spirit has lined up for you are going to be passed by you, and someone else is going to pick them up. So right now, be truthful. Speak your truth. Stand in your integrity. Honor yourself. Recognize that you are a light bearer. You are a way shower. People are following your lead. They're looking to you for an example. They want to see that they can be courageous. They can stand in their truth and be victorious as well. Wow, if that person went out there and did that and Spirit took care of them, they'll take care of me too. They didn't have any more than I did. They didn't know where they were going. They didn't know what they were going to do for work, but they followed their spiritually illuminated path, and they're doing great. This horse is not happy. This horse is happy, right? And the person on it too. So unexpected experiences you're gonna meet up with. You're not gonna meet up with them if you stay at home, right? Stay where you're at. I'm thinking about the animal messengers that I come across when I'm in different locations. I wouldn't see certain ones if I was where I am. I have beautiful ones where I'm at, but there's ones that I haven't seen. There's a lot that I haven't seen. There's a lot, and I love to travel. I meet people along the way, and none of them are a coincidence. Spirit lines them all up because everything clicks into place like a big jigsaw puzzle. Everyone that you're meant to meet. So like I said, you're not going to necessarily be fearless, and you're not going to have, no nervousness. Yesterday we crossed the river, right? It's called 7 Sacred Rivers. It's actually West Fork Trail, and you cross the river 7 times. And they told us when we went in, you're only going to be able to make it across the first river. And I thought, shoot, they're not going to want to pay to go in if we can only go one river. And I said, well, it might have just been, older people. And she said, no, the people that went in and came back were younger, and I don't mean little kids, they were fit. And they said, they made it past the first, and the only ones that have come back have said that, the farthest they've made it was to cross the second time. We crossed 4 rivers, 4 of them. It was not, we were nervous. One of us got, scouted the whole thing out, sat there and processed it. And we're all looking, okay, which is deeper, which is running faster. And then all of a sudden she just went in, boom. And when she went in, we went in. I thought I'd be the leader, and I passed off the baton to her, and she went. And she led the way, and it was like, bam. Sometimes you got to let somebody else take the lead is the message too, right? It might be somebody that maybe it's you that's always been the leader. Maybe it's you that's always taken control or taken charge. But right now, I had no problem with that. I'm like, hey, go. And once we did it, each river part we got to got deeper and faster. And we were nervous. If we slipped in the rock, we'd be definitely washed down the river, and that would not have been fun. Wouldn't have killed us, but we would have been soaking wet and freezing cold because it's the snow runoff, right? We didn't want to be in the water. So it doesn't mean that you're never going to be afraid. It doesn't mean you're never going to have any challenges. It just means that in spite of your fear, in spite of the fact that, yes, we did hesitate, we still moved forward, right? That's what bravery is. That's what courage is. And I said, when we got to the 3rd river, we were really hesitating because it was deeper and it was running faster. And I said, just inside of my own head, if there was someone coming after us to kill us, we'd go. We wouldn't even think about it. We wouldn't stop to take our shoes off. We'd just go, right? So and then I said to one of the girls, about going across, and she goes, look, you know what? If there's something that you want bad enough, you get it done. Whatever it is that you need to do, you get it done. You're not going to freaking sit there. If you want what's on the other side of that river, you need to get it done. And everything was on the other side of that river. Where we were, that was it. We couldn't go anymore. There was nothing left to hike. It was just a small little plot of land. But if we got on the other side, we hiked for a long ways. So if you want it bad enough, you'll cross that river, right? Now the river, when you think about a river, and the river moves forward, it's water flowing, and it doesn't go like on the shore and the ocean. It goes like this, push, push, push. And it pushes the sand and the rocks. Basically, it's all the same. In, out, in, out, in, out. So it kind of stays like that, right? Sometimes high tide brings things in or pulls things out. But for a river, it's always going forward. So as it's going along, it's turning up the rocks. So what it does is it brings up the past. It brings things up to the surface that need to be looked at and released. Some things you don't want to look at, but you're not going to not see them. They're going to come back up again. They're going to keep coming back up again until you see them, until you deal with them and release it and you move forward. So also in a positive way, as you move forward in the river of life, new things are coming up constantly, right? You don't have to know what's coming around the next corner. You're not going to know coming around the next corner. but don't allow yourself to be held back because of your limited beliefs or the limited beliefs of someone else that maybe have been put upon you, like that song. Because of you, I kept on the safe side of the street. I kept on the merry-go-round because of you. I never let anybody in because of you. Well, no, you take responsibility for your own life. It's time to stop being so codependent on because of someone else. Don't blame anyone else. This is your life's choice, right? Well, I'm comfortable I'm at. Well, okay. If you like being there, if you like dealing with that, then stay, right? Spirit's advice to all of these messages is the exact opposite. They want you to go beyond what you have, said that you can do. You can do anything you set your mind to. Any barriers that you have, they're self-imposed. So you can't live with passion and purpose courageously and valiantly and boldly if you don't venture forth, right? Correct for neutrality on all levels. Message for the Valiant Knight. Correct for neutrality. And this Valiant Knight, he's not going to have a shiny suit of armor. He's going to have dents and scratches. You should see my legs. Covered in bruises. Somebody is saying sorry, or somebody needs to say they're sorry. Somebody is sorry. I already got that, right? Somebody that had done something really rotten. They are sorry. All right, you're sorry. If somebody's sorry, you can forgive them to release yourself from it. And it's actually good because it's a way of, if somebody's come forward and speaking the truth about something, you're able to let it go, right? Now you know. Or if it was something that you were just festering about and they came forward, all right, maybe you didn't care. But they needed to come say they were sorry. So release it. I thank you. I love you and I release you. Doesn't mean I want you back in my life. Whoops. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it allows for a healing, which allows for a beginning. Because what did that other message say? Give them some time. Give them some space. They'll get over it, right? They're upset right now. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. That wouldn't be the one with the pole through it right up his ass, right? This one's a stiff. There's a difference too. Look at this. This one is cold, no emotion. Got a rod right up his ass. This one, full of passion and fire. Dancing forward, right? This is the one that wants to spend the rest of your life with you, hopefully. Because if somebody's going to be stiff, going around on a merry-go-round, not speaking, not coming forward, that's not going to happen. You could want that, but it'll never happen, right? See other people, explore. Maybe that's it. I want to spend the rest of my life with you, says this one. And you're like, nope, see other people, explore. Or, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. We need to see other people. We need to go out, explore. Or it could literally just be separate. Go check things out. What should I do at this point? You should see other people. You should explore. Go out and explore. Correct for neutrality. I'm sorry. See other people, explore. I want to spend the rest of my life with somebody else. Song right now, I don't ever want to hear you say that you want it that way. This person has changed their mind about something, and they want things that they didn't want before. And they're nervous about coming forward because they're afraid that the person is not, if they say yes, I don't ever want to hear you say that you want it the way it was, because now I want it this way. I want this now. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. But I don't ever want to hear you say that I want it that way. If you say you want this, I don't want my heart broken. I don't want you to come in and come out. I don't want you to come flying in like the Knight of Wands, hit it and quit it and take off again on some journey, and leave me alone. If you're coming to stay, or you're coming to spend the rest of your life with me, where we can go on adventures together. But this doesn't work. This and this does not work, right? Not at all. Sorry. Explore, see other people. Okay, so that's it. That's our reading. Short and sweet and to the point. 35 minutes. Not even, 34. Love you guys.